Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. This is my y&ymission. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. y&ymission teaches the 100% true doctrine is GMS. U.S. is striking Iran, and they hit their power plant, energy supplies, to supply energy to the country. So basically, this is going to affect the things that, men in that country and throughout that region and whatnot over time are going to desperately need the basic necessities, and this is going to spiral out of control. So I'm going to bring out some scriptures, bring a video out. They're back fighting again. And the oil reserves in the U.S. already hit tank bottoms right now. So we just, I guess, at this point, just waiting for the fuel rationing to start. All right.
This is Dabu 7. The back and forth between the U.S. military and Iran continues, with each side sending missiles and strikes out toward the other and targets connected to the other, as the U.S. is hitting infrastructure now inside of Iran.
All right, so you see that right there going on. All right. Isaiah 9:5, for every battle the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. You see a lot of shit on fire. You see these missiles being shot off. All right, that's the third woe. All right. Revelations 11:14, the second woe is past, and then behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Right, all right. So we're seeing this thing getting out of control.
Several different base locations have been hit, underground facilities, and bridges. And with that, some of the latest reports saying that the U.S. strikes have hit power plants. This whole thing is spiraling out of control, and in return, Iran has sent shots into Bahrain, into Kuwait, and across the Gulf, into several different places, hitting the power grid on the other side of the Gulf. So it's back and forth now. And anytime we suspect that the Trump administration could start hitting all of the grid and just putting them in the dark completely. So a new...
All right, you hear that? Put them in the dark completely. Okay, the power plants are hit. Ecclesiastes 39:26, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, that's metal, and salt, flour, wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. And because their infrastructure is being damaged, all these things are going to be in one way or another affected in that region, in that country, and in our Gulf as a whole overall. So, Europe is experiencing power outages and heat waves and whatnot. Now you got the Middle East. China's getting tore up by tornadoes, typhoons, and different storms and whatnot, affecting their power grid and whatnot. And the U.S. power grid is being strained currently because of heat and whatnot. All right, so, things is getting worse, all right? So, look, Amos 5:18, woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh, to what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light, right? All right. Yahweh Shah about to pull up. This thing is about to get crazy.
New grim warning has been put out in Tehran or in Iran. They're telling people that they have to initiate power restrictions, and it's to ensure that they keep a stable electric grid. So they're telling everyone to shut off their ACs as they're sitting there in 100+ degree temperatures, baking. So all the talk of this quickly becoming a humanitarian crisis, if it goes the wrong way, it's all right there. And now that key infrastructure is being hit inside of Iran and these other countries, I would expect an escalation in this sector. Desalination plants, anything and everything you could think of. It's ramped up here. Like, the threats are flying, tit for tat, at the highest degree. So Trump trying to say we're winning big, we're pounding them, but this looks like it could quickly turn into humanitarian crisis if they hit water plants and continue to hit the power plants in the area.
See, told you. And that's why I went into this right here. Ecclesiastes 39:26 is being activated. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, the desalination plants, fire, iron, iron, okay, fire, iron, and salt, flour, wheat, honey, milk, the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. Yes, this is going to be a humanitarian crisis, not just there, though, but all over the globe. So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, Shalom.